Yo guys, what's up? It's WarSpirit today. I'm bringing you some Pilot Skirmish gameplay, which is the new sort of featured game mode that was introduced in Update 6. It's an 8v8 pilot only game mode, no AI, no Titans, and it has been receiving a lot of negativity from the community, just on the feedback on forums, on Reddit, and just from clans and people that I talk to. Not many people are having much fun playing this game mode, and if you yourself have played this game mode, I'm sure that you really haven't been getting very great games playing this, just because, well, you'll know why. But I want to talk about some of this stuff and why it's having all this negativity, and I think the negativity about this mode is justified, but I'm actually glad I took about a week or so to get this video, because last week I did have some really nice gameplay recorded of Pilot Skirmish, but I just thought the game mode was terrible. I thought it was very disappointing and it was not fun at all. It was really low scale gameplay, campers, Call of Duty-esque gameplay. It wasn't fun. Unfortunately, or maybe luckily, all those recordings turned out they didn't have any audio recording, so I salvaged what I could and made that little 8-man shotgun clip which you saw uploaded last week, and I had to go re-record some shotgun sounds for that, so that worked out alright. I've not actually been playing too much Titanfall the past week. I just haven't been having fun playing Pilot Skirmish, so I didn't feel any sort of want or need to play some Titanfall, because everyone's playing Pilot Skirmish these days and it's not something I was interested in playing. But luckily I hopped on last night, landed in a lobby against a French party, and we had some amazing games, and then after that I landed against another party which turned out to have some of my buddies in it, so like that party sort of split up. A couple of those guys joined on my team. We had two parties on the go battling each other in Pilot Skirmish, and this gameplay here, or some of the gameplays, I've actually put a couple of gameplays in this video, is from those games, and these games were like, we must have played for about an hour or so, and these games were like some of the best games of Titanfall that I've ever played in pub servers, and that's saying quite a lot. These games the other night there, playing Pilot Skirmish, were amazing, and so this game mode could have worked, is what I want to pretty much say. I want to say that it's a game mode that could have been amazing, but just unfortunately, because of some of the things about the game mode, like because it's a sort of pub, it's a public game mode, it's not competitive or anything like that, because it's a pub game mode, Respawn kind of failed a little bit in like balancing this game mode for public servers. And one of the things that was pretty disappointing straight away when I got into the mode, is one of my first impressions of it straight away, was that I felt it was a completely unfinished game mode. It didn't feel polished at all. It has a lot of things in it which you think just shouldn't be there. For example, at the straight away as you get into the game mode, it still allows you to pick a Titan class, and sometimes I've taken, like, I don't know, longer than I should have to decide which Titan class I want to use in Pilot Skirmish, and that's and then I'm like, oh right, okay, no Titans in this game mode, I remember now, but that shouldn't even be in there, and it's just like, why is that still there? Because it shouldn't be there. It's just not polished, it's not a finished game mode. If this was a finished game mode and had taken a little bit of effort from Respawn, that sort of stuff wouldn't be in there. And even on the scoreboard, there's still a column for Titan kills, and obviously you're not going to get any Titan kills in that game mode, so that shouldn't be there either, and it's more sort of unpolished finishes to this game mode. I mean, when Mark for Death came out, it had a brand new scoreboard. Obviously it needed a brand new scoreboard to adjust for the sort of new scoring system in the Mark for Death game mode. It had new HUD elements, it had fancy effects pop up on your screen, it had lots of new voiceovers and things. And then this game mode comes out and it's pretty much just Pilot Hunter with Titans deleted and AI deleted, and it's like Respawn have said, okay, yeah, you guys wanted all this pilot only game mode, so here you go, just have it. This is it. What do you expect? I mean, we told you it's going to be crap, so here's the game mode. Have fun with it, it's going to be crap. But honestly, I can't see why any company in their right mind would just release a game mode to spite their fan base and say, oh look, we told you so, this game mode was going to be terrible. They could have at least put a little bit of effort into finishing the game mode and maybe adjusting some of the features for the game mode to make it actually work better than it's currently working in public servers. There's a few things, some of them I already mentioned, about polishing up the game mode to make it actually look like a finished game mode rather than just Pilot Hunter with a couple of things deleted. For example, the tier 2 kits, which are mostly Titan sort of kits, is something that really you shouldn't even be able to select in a loadout for this game mode, so maybe they should just sort of grey out the tier 2 kits for this game mode and just be like, okay, tier 2 kits are disabled. There's some more polish for you. And the same could be said about burn cards. Way more than half of the burn cards in this game mode are rendered obsolete by the lack of Titans and AI and other things. And so, like, just disable burn cards altogether might be nice, Respawn. But you know what I'm like, I would say disable burn cards in any mode, at any point. So I don't know, a little bit biased there, but I think burn cards shouldn't be enabled for this game mode. And then there's another couple of things that have basically sort of affected the balance of the game mode. So things like active radar pulse, which one of the negative aspects of active radar pulse is that it shows all the grunts and everything in bright orange, and it's sometimes hard to tell between grunts, bright orange grunts and pilots, and so there's that sort of thing to it. In this game mode, active radar pulse is very strong because you basically just turn it on and you see pilots, only pilots, and so you can hunt them down really easily. I'm not too bothered about that, I'm just saying there is some changes to the balance of the game mode which they needed to account for if they wanted this game mode to be a success. Because they've changed so much about the game mode, they would have to adjust a few other things just to make it work better. One of the biggest issues with this game mode right now that everyone knows of is the smart pistol. Especially in this game mode, the smart pistol is completely unfair, and it's because there's no grunts or anything to make the smart pistol work as it should, which is basically, I have no problem people using smart pistols, running around attrition, farming some grunts and stuff with it, but when they're using it exclusively in this mode to shoot pilots, I think it's just wrong, because they can just fly around the maps and one-shot people and appear on the minimap for one bleep and then disappear again, which is very unfair and makes this game mode terrible, because at least every game has about 3 smart pistols on each team, and it's horrible to play against smart pistols, especially when it's just pilot versus pilot and there's nothing really you can do to handle these smart pistols. The only thing I can suggest if you're playing this mode and you're playing against smart pistols is make sure you keep ducking around corners all the time. If you run in a straight line for more than 3 seconds, you're going to die to a smart pistol, so do not run in a straight line for more than 3 seconds. So every 3 seconds jump around a corner if you want to not die to a smart pistol. Is pretty much how you have to go about it, which is just a horrible way to have to play Titanfall. It's absolutely horrible. The next thing I want to bring up is the game type. It's just raw team deathmatch, and so the objective is to kill people, but don't be killed yourself. For most people, it's easier to not be killed than it is to actually kill people in Titanfall, so this creates a very sort of campy nature to this game mode. People will sit on roofs, will sit in corners and just wait for that one kill opportunity to arrive to basically play the objective like an absolute boss, which is not fun for me because I love rushing around, and if I'm going to rush around like crazy and everyone else is sitting in a corner waiting for me to pop my head out somewhere, then I'm going to die a lot, which is not fun. So luckily in the gameplay that you're seeing in the background here, I was playing 8v8 with some really good players on both teams, so everyone was just playing pure rush mode, and it was absolutely awesome. Obviously there was lots of kills and lots of deaths on both sides. Actually we had 2 games out of the 5 which ended up going 100 to 99 on both sides, so like 199 kills in a single like 8-minute game. It's crazy and it's so much fun. Other people have been complaining that the game lasts too long to hit the score limit. Like, people are saying you should reduce the score limit. Don't ever reduce score limits. If anything, increase score limits. I love longer games in Titanfall, but even then, these games last night were lasting about 7 or 8 minutes, which was awesome. It just shows you how fast these guys were playing it. But for the general player in the pub matches, there's going to be campers, and so camping sucks, especially in Titanfall. Respawn introduced a sort of grunt farming idea to counter camping, which was really cool. So people have to move around the maps to make sure they're farming up the grunts and getting their Titan timers out, and if you're not moving around the map, then you're not going to get your Titans out fast enough. And then they removed all this stuff, so now we have no sort of incentive to move around the map at all. So what we need here is something that can give us this, and it kind of sucks that this game mode is only TDM. It should have included something like capture the flag and hardpoint, which would be really fun. 8v8 capture the flag, pilot only. 8v8 hardpoint, pilot only. It'd be much more fun than just raw TDM. I still love Titans and everything like that, especially. I couldn't play competitive Titanfall without Titans. I think that would suck because so much strategy involved in Titan management and all that sort of stuff. But still, it'd be, for this sort of pub game mode, capture the flag would be much more fun than TDM. There's been a couple other suggestions to reduce the campiness of the game type, and that is basically to reduce the boundaries of the map, so people have to stay sort of in the middle of maps, which would be fine enough. But then you do get those big sort of cluster fights sometimes that go on, and then people are spawning all around you and the fight is lasting for a little while. So those fights are really nice, and it could be like that all the time and just remove the campiness altogether if they did it like that with smaller map zones. The other thing that I had the idea of was adding the Crisis dog tag system, or the kill confirmed game mode, to Titanfall. Would be absolutely amazing in this game mode, considering Titanfall's parkour and movement and all that sort of thing. It's a mobility based game. That would be absolutely amazing to force people to move around the map when they make a kill, and that would remove camping altogether in this game mode. So basically when Respawn sat down with their whiteboard and their pen and sat round in a little table brainstorming ideas for this game mode, all they managed to come up with was, let's take Pilot Hunter and remove Titans and remove AI and just give it to these guys who are begging for this game mode and just tell them, okay, here it is, are you happy now? No, I didn't think you would be happy because we told you it would suck, but we didn't bother putting any effort into this game mode because we thought it was going to suck anyway. And so here you are, we told you so. Enjoy it while it lasts, because definitely this game mode is not going to be sticking around for as long as Marked for Death has been. So that's Pilot Skirmish for you guys, the game mode that could have been amazing, fun, fast paced, but it sucks. Thanks for watching guys, I hope you enjoyed the video anyway, and hope you enjoyed the gameplay. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Good luck finding some awesome games of Pilot Skirmish out there. I hope you guys do get some awesome games yourself. Just ask people nicely. Let's agree not to use smart pistols anymore. Maybe Respawn will add a temporary ban to the smart pistol. You never know. You can only hope. Alright guys, see you later. Thanks for watching, bye bye.